Hi, I'm Bob. Welcome back to 5 Minute Econometrics. In this program, we explore fundamental econometric concepts, estimation methods, and identification strategies. I provide examples to illustrate various concepts and ideas using Stata. Today, we will discuss methods for estimating the coefficients of the explanatory variables in a model. Ordinary least squares (OLS) estimation is the most commonly used method. In addition to OLS, least absolute deviations (LAD) estimation has become increasingly popular. We will examine the advantages and disadvantages of the LAD method compared to OLS. Like the OLS method, least absolute deviations estimation is a method to find estimates of the population parameters. The goal of the LAD method is to minimize the absolute value of the difference between the observed values of y and the fitted values of y. It is known as the least absolute deviations method. For a linear multiple model, we denote the residual mu hat as the difference between the observation y and the fitted value y hat. In OLS, we minimize the sum of squared residuals, while in LAD, we minimize the sum of absolute residuals. The objective functions differ between OLS and LAD. In OLS, observations with larger residuals have greater weight due to the square term of the objective function. By contrast, the LAD objective function is linear in both sides of 0 and does not exaggerate the influence of extreme values. As a result, the LAD estimators are insensitive to extreme values, but the OLS estimators overemphasize the influence of the outliers. The advantage of being less sensitive to outliers or outlying observations makes LAD estimation a preferred method for variables with non-normal distributions with a long tail, such as income and wealth. The LAD estimation is a special case of quantile regression. It is also called the median regression. To obtain consistent LAD estimates, the conditional median of the error term given the explanatory variables is assumed to be 0. It is a counterpart of the zero conditional mean assumption for unbiased OLS estimators. This model relates hourly wage to education, age, and gender. We first estimate the model using the OLS method. Then, we estimate the model using the least absolute deviations LAD method. In Stata, we use the quantile regression command to implement the LAD regression. We type the qreg command and specify the quantile. The least absolute deviations estimation is the median regression, or the 50th percentile regression, so we place 0.5 in the quantile option. The estimates from OLS and LAD are similar in our case. 1 additional year of education increases hourly wage by 13%, holding other factors constant. Female workers earn 20% less than their male counterparts. All the explanatory variables are statistically significant at the 0.1% level. The least absolute deviations LAD estimation method minimizes the sum of the absolute residuals. This method is more robust to extreme observations compared to OLS. The LAD estimation method is an important alternative to OLS, particularly useful for data that follow a long-tail distribution. The OLS estimate represents the average effect, while the LAD estimate represents the median effect. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you soon. Take care. Thank you for watching this video and subscribing to my YouTube channel. See you next time.